Herring to give remarks.
Thank you, Darcy, and good afternoon. Our Commonwealth and our country were founded on the belief that each of us is equal under the law, and the promise that each of us will have the same opportunities, be afforded the same rights, and judged only on our character and abilities, not the color of our skin, our gender, where we come from, or the way we worship. In Virginia, we are heirs to a proud legacy of religious freedom and mutual respect. Thomas Jefferson's Statute for Religious Freedom was signed just a few blocks from my office in Richmond. It was a declaration that is as valid today as it was then. No one in Virginia should be singled out for abuse, harassment, discrimination, or violence, and we will not tolerate racial or religious discrimination. To me, these are Virginia values and foundational principles of our Commonwealth and our country. But this is a frightening time for many in minority communities, whether religious, racial, or ethnic. We've seen a rise in hate crimes in Virginia and around the country. A 67% national increase in hate crimes against Muslim Americans and very recent threats against our friends at Dar al-Hijra. And in Virginia, the most common victim of a religiously motivated hate crime is still a Jewish American. We've seen it all around the country, and just this week, it hit home here in Virginia. Bomb threats to schools, daycares, and community centers. Desecration of sacred spaces like cemeteries, and even the damage and destruction of houses of worship, including mosques. There is something deeply wrong in our national climate when individuals feel empowered to take these kinds of cowardly, hateful, and despicable actions against our children and our houses of worship. And I say our, because an attack against one is an attack against all. We stand united against hate, against fear, against intimidation. Christian, Jews, Muslims, Sikhs, Hindus, people of all faiths and no faith. I also want to thank law enforcement who are taking these threats seriously and investigating them. And I want to make it crystal clear, as long as I am Attorney General, I will do everything in my power to keep every Virginia family safe. No matter who you are, what you look like, or how you pray, you have a place in our Commonwealth. You belong here. We are all Virginians, and we are all Americans.